Now, in an apparent show of force timed for the G20, North Korea has fired 3 medium-range ballistic missiles off its east coast. This is according to South Korea. The missiles were fired into the Sea of Japan from Hwangju County. One missile fell into Japan's air defense identification zone. Well, the secretive state has fired a number of missiles recently, despite the country being banned by the United Nations from any use of ballistic or nuclear technology. 2 weeks ago, North Korea fired a missile from a submarine which fell into the sea. Well, we can speak to our reporter Mayu Yoshida, who is in Tokyo for us. Mayu, good to see you. So tell us, what has the reaction been from the Japanese government to this latest missile attempt?
Nice to see you too, Malene. Well, since Japanese Prime Minister Shinzo Abe is in China for the G20, a top government spokesman in Japan held a news conference that finished about half an hour ago. He first of all strongly condemned North Korea, and Japan lodges a stern protest against Pyongyang. Japan also saying that it's an apparent provocation against the country, especially to its security and the entire global community. Now, headlines I'm reading here also quoting comments from South Korean officials that the missile fire likely timed with the G20 meeting, but we're still waiting for more headlines coming out. Meanwhile, the South Korean Defense Ministry said the missiles were medium-range missiles. Now, Japan's Defense Ministry, on the other hand, said that 3 North Korean missiles launched likely landed in the sea 200 to 250 kilometers. That's about 100 to 160 miles west of Japan's northernmost main island of Hokkaido. Now, top government spokesman Yoshihide Suga saying that Japan will work closely with the U.S. and South Korea. And in fact, it looks like Japanese Prime Minister Shinzo Abe agreed with South Korean President Park to closely cooperating regarding the ballistic missile launch during their stay in China for the summit.
Mayu, it's interesting that you mention the G20. The timing of this latest attack is very interesting. I wonder how China feels about this, because they've had a very strong influence in North Korea. What has the reaction been from Beijing, if any?
Exactly, Malene. Well, China's foreign ministry actually said that it hoped relevant parties avoid taking any actions that may escalate the tensions surrounding North Korea. Now, China's state news agency reported that Chinese President Xi Jinping telling his South Korean counterpart that China opposes the U.S. deployment of the anti-missile system in South Korea. Now, since the launch are apparently matching the timing of the G20, the U.S. is also going to raise concerns about North Korea's nuclear program at the G20, as well as the East Asia Summit this week. That's all I have for now.
Okay, many thanks for that. Mayu Yoshida there for us in Tokyo.